Hello everybody, welcome to an exciting video of DC Universe Online. This is Water Tips, otherwise known as Action Man 2010. Just thought I'd make this quick little video. It's going to be a few minutes, but on the Teen Titans, the DLC that's coming out here in a few weeks, on the 18th I believe of this month, July 18th, 2018. And now, just a little discussion about it. Now the Teen Titans DLC, there was a few things I saw on the actual live stream video that came out a couple days ago. There's been various videos I've seen that have been done on it, on the test server, stuff like that, and just certain videos done by the Teen Titans, stuff like that. And I got a chance to look at it myself. A nice good little video with Meps and Nerd Prey and a few other people that were doing the video. And I got to do some of the gear and some of the other things that were pretty interesting, like the cyborg gear. Various things like that. Now, what I point out is that not only is the Teen Titans thing coming out on the 18th, but there's word that there's also going to be at the same time an augmentation that's supposed to drop at the same time, a new augmentation system, I should say. So if you're the ones who've been doing the modding system ever since day one, back in 2011 or whenever it started, this is just a note or heads up that as of the July 18th, unless the time does change. They did mention in the video that the kind of time could change for the augmentation, whatever, depending on how the test serving goes. But as far as I know, it's going to be the 18th. But just a heads up, the actual augmentation for the 18th that's coming out is probably going to replace the modding system that we've been using for a while. So if you kind of got used to it, or maybe if you didn't care for it too much, if it wasn't working for you, then you'll probably like this augmentation. Otherwise, if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Like I said, I only saw a few things on the video that was done a couple days ago on Teen Titans. A lot of the costumes, like it's the gear with her cyborg, things like that, were pretty interesting. I noticed a few things like a female version, Robin and Teen Titans versions of it, and of course the open world and the duos, even the alerts and raids that they show were pretty interesting. They didn't show both the raids, they only showed one of them, but there's quite a bit of it to it, more than they showed. So I just want to point out that it looks like a very cool looking DLC. It's coming out pretty soon. I myself, I can't wait, because everybody's been coming out waiting for new DLC ever since the Deluge hit, and of course that was something that maybe people didn't quite want to experience, because like I said, as of last summer, Deluge was something that came out before, and they kind of made it permanent, so actually it wasn't anything new for some people. So this will be an exciting new addition to the game. Now, from the looks of it, looks like the DLC that's coming out is also going to be kind of a tutorial, or some kind of a I want to say a kind of a simulation type of deal. So it might be a DLC slash mission slash tutorial at the same time. There's an augmentation thing to let you get me up and up. Now, what I wanted to talk about in this video is not only do I think that this new DLC will be a starting point for the game as far as certain things go, because of the fact that the augmentation will be dropping, or maybe dropping, depending on the date, whether they're going to change or not. And it will be at the same time, it will help people to better establish, hopefully, the new system. People will be able to upgrade their characters a lot easier, and hopefully the new system will bring a lot more people coming back to DC Universe Online that we have lost. Now, as far as the augmentation goes, it does work quite a bit different than the actual regular modding system. As you know, the regular modding system consists of your gear, which is like mine right here. Each one has a slot for different colors, whether you're might, health, or power, and then you put it in there to raise your stats a little bit. As you can see, it increases your stats as opposed to that. Now, the various modding system depends on your role. As my character here, for instance, this character here is a DPS gadgets character, so everything I've modded is precision and might, health, and of course we got power betas. Now, I always have my routine done, I mod my character, and that's what people have been doing for over the past several years. And as of the 18th, unless the date, like I said, keep in mind the date might change, I did mention in the video, then the modding system that we've been using for several years will no longer be available anymore. They'll be just be cutting straight to augmentation. There are a few things like exobytes and stuff they will give you bonuses on. There's a few feats and stuff in there. I believe some of the older stuff they've taken it out, so you're not going to be able to use a lot of stuff in the R&D system that you were before. It looks like most of the augmentation is going to be like another screen to make more room. So as you see on the screen here, we have certain things like inventory, stats, currency, and your artifacts, and of course the base item. There's going to be an extra slot available for your actual augmentation. And then on the screen, when you pick it, there's going to be a show like a kind of a simulation of the person's body, whether it's meta tech or or healer, and in the person type of screen, you're going to see about 6 different slots. 2 of them are going to be based on artifacts, the other 4 are going to be based on the actual artifacts that augment your powers and carry your character's stats and everything up and make you stronger as you go. Now the system, it looks like it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of pieces, like different pieces of it's the same kind of idea, but instead of putting it in a slot, you're putting into your person itself to make him stronger in a slot, and you keep making it stronger each time, putting more might or what do you want to put in the character. Now keep in mind, as what I noticed with the actual thing myself, there's quite a bit of putting stuff in and taking stuff out still, and making it stronger so that you can get your augmentation up to where it's supposed to be and make your character as strong as you want. Now, because of that, from what I've seen in the video, it didn't look like they explained certain things on it, so I don't know if some of the pieces that you're going to be putting in there is actually going to be used in the way that people might have assumed. So, like the 9th metal, things like that, it's going to be kind of the same basic thing. As you know, artifacts is to make you the ranks up. It's going to be kind of the same kind of thing, except you're going to be, instead of ranking up your artifact, you're going to be ranking up your character's augmentation to make yourself more stronger. Now, from the looks of the video, they didn't go across a whole lot of things, just the basics, because they were kind of getting to near the end of the video, and there was something they didn't really point out, and it does look a little complicated in my opinion. By the looks of it, like it might take a little bit of time, but like I said, time is everything, you know, and you're never going to learn unless you try. So that the new augmentation system, I think it will hopefully bring a new light to the game. And of course, in DLC, people like Teen Titans. I like Teen Titans. This is my Robin character, by the way. This is based on the old classic version of Robin that I had made. I'm also going to make a build to make it like a Nightwing character type of build for him. But I also may actually make a video separately, a solo video on this character here, showing you how to make him. This is probably one of the more lesser popular characters, type of Robins, that most people like to use, because like I said, this is definitely the old school Robin. He's got the tights and the briefs, and of course a small yellow cape, and he's definitely the original Robin. But anyway, this is the one that I wanted to go with. So anyway, I'll probably make a video on this. He does not have the martial arts. He does have the dual wield, which I use for him, because Nightwing has a dual wield, so he does use that. Now, anyway, back to what I was talking about. So with the new DLC, you can expect to have probably new gear. They didn't go too far to say that it was a CR, but I'm assuming the new gear will make you stronger. So the actual max is, as opposed to like 235 to 240, depending on if you're using OP gear, it's going to be more like maybe 245, 250 or somewhere around there. Maybe a 247, depending on how the NPCs go. But also keep in mind that with back to what I was saying about the augmentation, if you do have a character you're just starting out, it is going to immediately have a mission on the screen that you'll have to select, where it's going to run you through the augmentation, and it's going to basically run you through on how to do it, and your character's going to start doing it. I believe it's like a level 20, kind of like Artifacts with John Constantine. You're going to be able to select a mission at a certain point in the game, and you'll be able to use the augmentation. Now, there wasn't too much word about if you already have a character that's like max or whatever, so I'm assuming once you do that, you can just go in there and do it and get your augmentation started. But like I said, well, we're all hoping, I'm pretty sure that this augmentation is going to help people out in the game. It won't be as complicated. You won't have to keep putting things in. It's supposed to be a pretty easy system from what I understand. They're still doing a lot of testing on it. But that's all I want to talk about for now. Like I said, if you have more questions, if you have comments on this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm always making all kinds of videos, and lately I've been making character creation mode. I will be making a video on this particular character, Robin, since I already made Batman, classic Batman. This is going to be classic Robin. I'll be making this video in a few days or so. Make sure you check out the forums, and like I said, the Teen Titans DLC is coming out here supposedly July 18th. If the times do change, you want to make sure you keep checking the forums. It might be subject to change. Like they mentioned the live stream video that came out a couple days ago, they did say that it could possibly change because of testing service of the augmentation plus / the DLC. But just keep it going, and like I said, always keep looking out for more new things coming out of DC Universe Online, more exciting things coming out. And thank you for watching. And you guys have a good day. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.